Hey, man.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good. We're live right now, but, yeah. Check. Okay, just testing out my microphone real quick.
This streamed on your channel?
Yeah, it is.
Alright. Oh my god, that's too much of a close-up.
Hey, if you want to throw your camera on, I'm gonna try something new, man.
Throw my camera on. What's up?
Alright.
Got a haircut today?
Did you?
Yeah, feels good. No, I gotta watch this ad that's apparently supporting you.
ABP.
Yeah.
You need to get that. Look at you with your facial hairs. All your facial hairs.
Yeah, my my computer's doing a little slow today. Let me show you this project I worked on all day.
Whoa, now.
Oh, now, yeah. I rebuilt this entire computer, brand new power supply, new motherboard, everything.
Nice.
That's Sphere External's computer that I'm building him.
Oh, killer.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're just waiting on the other teams to invite me, and we're gonna get everything started here. First off, we're gonna have the Rebels in Pink, actually. So I'm excited. I haven't seen their new roster play yet.
Rebels in Pink.
Yeah, we're gonna have
man.
Rebels in Pink come and play against the UGG Passion. So it should be a fun match.
Passion.
Yeah,
I hate that team.
Dude.
All right, so we had to play them in that CGA tournament last week, and they lagged us so bad that
their
we
connection was
couldn't
bad?
do anything. Yeah, they were all West Coast, so the connection was really bad.
Okay. We could blame it on that, but I don't know. You're gonna see this a minute later, but I have a little intro now. I think it looks cool. That's pretty baller. I mean, I've been having it. It's just that I've never actually used it until now. So finally get a chance to use it. You'll see it a minute later, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm watching for it. I have my my brother who randomly decided to join my lobby, so.
Yep. Let's get some music going too. Some copyright-free music going, of course.
All right, let's watch this intro. Nice.
Sexy, right?
Ah, this is a nice little short intro, you know. Nice, man. Sorry, oh brother of mine, but you gotta get out of my freaking lobby.
You want to invite me to a party so I'm not like porn host or anything?
Yeah, I'll invite you to a party. If I can ever find you. I got 49 people online right now.
Jesus. I only have 38.
Yeah.
I have a lot of randoms who don't ever play.
49 of my 68 friends are online right now. Let me guess, Sam? On there? On that Cross-Eyed Arena account?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I have a nice little press release coming out soon.
Dude. Yeah, we can drop some
Yeah.
bombs. I mean, I got a bomb that I need to drop tonight too. It has something to do with UMG actually. For those of you who want to go to UMG but can't afford to but have some money and you think you're good enough to play in a little tournament to get there, there will be a tournament announcement coming up tonight. Ooh,
Nice.
ooh.
I'm doing good, Sam, and hello, Sam. Wow, that's confusing.
Right?
Sam and Sam. I'm finally starting to catch up to you
Oh, and what?
on in Prestige.
Oh, dude.
Dude, I just
never
play
play
League
this
Play,
game.
that's it. I could definitely get Sam's Ors in here, Sam. Then we'd have 3 Sams.
Yeah, shoot.
And
That'd
if
be
you want to
crazy.
keep going, I'm sure we could get 4th or 5th Sam, you know?
That's right. I use the Asian camouflage. Let's go. Come at me, bro.
I didn't know they had a Asian camouflage.
Are you serious? Heck yeah, they do. I've never actually used awareness, I can say that right now. Look at these score streaks. Look how beast at the score streaks I use. I can use the Lodestar, the K9, and the Swarm. That's it. Come at me. No.
Really?
No, dude, I've never gotten either or any of those ever.
I got a VSAT and then got a Lodestar, but
Oh, really?
yeah. But I was running UAV, VSAT, and Lodestar, and I was playing with a full team, so it really wasn't hard to do.
Who's this? Somebody joined our party?
What?
Oh, you gotta make it invite only.
Who joined this? It's just my brother.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be nice if he fucking. It's supposed to be party invite only originally. Alright, well. Alright, cool. He's gone.
Waiting for these teams is fun. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, Sam, if you want to talk to me, just hit me up on Skype. Because I don't know what your Skype is.
He might be in that group call that we had a while back. Remember when we were running that mini turbo tournament?
Oh man, I'm not even gonna try to go through all my freaking Skype things. I'd have like 4 pages.
Let me see. Okay, pulling up the score streaks, I've never gotten past Warthog. Never gotten past Warthog. Alright guys, we are waiting on the teams right now. Let me see if I can pull this up somewhere. Yo, I'm loving the tweets, y'all. Love it. You guys like my teddy bear? His name is Theodore.
I'm not even gonna comment on that.
He rocks the Rapier. Just saying.
Yeah.
His name is Theodore. Theodore. He has a hat too. But he's not wearing his hat right now. We have to change that. I'll be right back. I almost just busted ass trying to put Theodore's hat on. Pretty sweet though. I gotta send you that invite, huh?
Yeah.
Hey ladies.
Yep. Oh, what up, Turbo?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What? Trinity, Mitchie, Sanity, what up?
Hello.
With Gucci Boochies.
Where's that for? Yeah, daily jump. Be right back.
Ooh.
Is Modi your fourth? Because that's not like your official fourth.
Yeah, he's not our official fourth. Our official fourth plug-in when the school.
So, hey, Sam,
June.
So Vicious,
What's up?
are you excited to see your girls play tonight?
Oh my god. I don't have that shit on. Hey, it's not my fault this guy gets fucking regular default settings on fucking GB.
Ouch, man. Can we pick a map?
Should the non-hosting team pick the map?
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean, if you want to.
What?
If you want to be.
That's not fair. I'm just kidding.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
Modi's got the truth going on.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't matter if they're girls.
Oh.
God. You did it now, Mickey?
Are you reading up on this chat, dude?
No, what I miss.
Sam says, I'm starving, but Joey is screaming, and if I try to cook, I'll burn the house down. Sam Zors said, he married someone who can't even cook. Shakes my fucking head, Joey.
You know what? A huge shout out to Sam and Joey for their engagement, man. That's awesome. Congratulations, guys. It's really
Yeah.
cool. Two really cool people getting married. What can I say?
Have fun with that. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Yep. So we're about to get started here. And
I hope we all get invites to that wedding.
All right, so I guess we are getting started right now, actually. So,
Oh, shifting.
yeah. All right, guys.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, because I definitely have like all my crap all over the place. Oh. Alright, so who are we going to watch first?
I don't know. I'm on board right now with advice from Team UGG Passion up against the Rebels in Pink. The Rebels in Pink is actually that all-female team of Vanity, Midgie, Jukes, and Serenity now. There is that no switch over when you die thing, but we're going to see 3 quickly down from the UGG squad. And hold on, I got to switch to a player. Oh my god, this Codcaster's got me all crazy. I'm on board with Adrenaline now. As Adrian also, he's going to spot Midge in the kitchen. Midgie's going to take him out using the M8A1, switching over to Junebugs. Now he's going to spot her in the kitchen. Is not going to be able to finish her off. Does get some nice shots, though. And let's jump into the overview map here, as it doesn't seem like that there's much map control going on, and the guys from the UGG squad are just playing that hardcore defense.
Yeah, and you got to look at this Rebels team. They're setting up perfectly. They got one in the kitchen, you know, one going down courts as they pull the flag that way, and covering that right side, that open statue area. It's a perfect setup to keep this other team from really being able to push out and get any map control at all.
Yeah, you're right. We are going to see it as the flag carrier does get dropped, but quickly picked up once again and captured to make it a 1-0 lead right now for the Rebels in Pink up against the UGG Passion. Junebugs now, who I'm on board with, just gets taken out by Serenity right in the middle area. Now switching over to Adrenaline. He does wait a little bit, and he does take out Jukes, who I'm not too familiar with. I'm not really too familiar with the female gamer community outside of the Rebels in Pink and a few others, but I plan to change that shortly here, as we do have the Rebels in the show. So we're going to see it. On board with Modi now. He does spot Serenity, who's jumping into the safe room, is going to take her out. The score is still 1-0 in favor of the Rebels in Pink, as Modi just gets dropped by Vanity, pushing into middle. Junebugs now is going to run into middle and try and gain some map control. It seems to be what they're lacking, in fact, here, Jeremy. And right now they need to definitely change that in order to get a successful pull.
Yeah, they definitely need to push up and take that map control. But I think what they need to do most is set up on one side. They're trying to push every side, you know, both right, left, and middle, and it's just not working out for them. They cannot. They're losing these gunfights too easily since they're so spread out.
Yeah, absolutely. On board with June now, as he is going to be pushing the flag as his teammate, or Midgie, gets a nice 2-piece there, but quickly shut down by Junebugs. Serenity takes out Junebugs in return. And Adrenaline, also known as Adrian, is now going to try and get control of the base closer to the Rebels in Pink. With 2 minutes being left here on the clock, let's dip into a listen-in and see what their communication is like, Jeremy, and see if that, in fact, is what is affecting the play of the UGG squad.
Enemy flag acquired. We've captured the enemy flag.
Shut him out.
Play defense real quick.
We need an AR, because I ain't
Yeah.
running an AR.
I'm not running AR either. Crazy. Oh, this fucking host.
Host is fine, dude.
I want the 4-bar, but it doesn't feel like it.
They're coming full.
One's Lambo.
Got Lambo.
Got a kill!
That's it.
Pull. He's in the bar,
We have the enemy flag.
Both sides cut me. You get her pull?
Lambo.
Yeah.
Yo, hang on, kid.
We've taken the advantage. We've captured the enemy flag.
Kidding me?
Our flag has been dropped.
They're going zigzag.
All right, with 42 seconds left on the clock, we're going to see it as it is a 2-1 lead now for the UGG Passion over the Rebels in Pink. They were able to come in there really quick in that last minute or so and get a little relay there, Jeremy, and I think it was honestly them just coming around rallying, and you could hear in the communication it wasn't constant communication, but there was enough to have call-outs, and definitely pertinent information was had.
Yeah, and teams like this that, you know, they have good chemistry. I've seen them play before, and it's not always about yelling and screaming and doing the call-outs, but they had a good setup. I know I was watching the map overview And it seemed like the Rebels in pink were focused on what they saw from the start of the match, where the UGG team was trying to push that left side, and then all of a sudden they switched it up. They went that right side, got those kills, and were able to push in, grab the flag, and 2 rallies like that. An awesome strategy to work to put them in the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. So the score is now going to be 3-1 in favor of the UGG Passion team against the Rebels in pink. Let's switch on board with the ladies. The Rebels now, who is they seem to have some pretty strong suits in there. Midgie, in fact, is sitting at 10-9. It's nothing to be too proud of or too overconfident about, but she definitely had those important kills at certain points in time. Jukes is going to take out Adrian with a car bomb there. That was a good nade there. And now she's going to be wrapping around the statue area, trying to control the side of the map. Let's jump into the overview here, guys, and watch their breakout here. As you can see that the UGG squad is just pretty much sitting back in their base there as the Rebels in pink are pushing up.
Yeah, and this is actually smart, but we've always said, you know, you want to keep that map control to win. But for UGG right now, they're playing it slow. They're staying back with their flag. They don't want to give away any free captures. And, I mean, it's smart playing. They know where they're going. They're playing smart. They're playing as a team. They're communicating well. And that's what you have to do to really win these matches.
Absolutely. You know, we are going to get a chance to do a listen-in, but not just yet. They need to be able to pull the flag here, as we are, if you guys didn't notice, we are running the GB variant rules here, so you will not see any score streaks. So there might be some different adaptations to their loadouts, in fact, or maybe even some of the way that they play, or you know, just the different aggressions that you might have not seen in, let's say, league play or the Frag Cup or the tournaments. In fact, what do you think about the GB variant rules here, Jeremy?
You know, I actually like them. A lot of people say that they should have added score streaks into it, but I think for GBs, it was definitely a smart choice to take those out. The gameplay just seems better overall without it, and it gives people it's true skill now. It's not based on who can get the most kills and drop a bunch of lightning strikes and this and that, but real gun skill that will win these games. I think it brings out the better player for those who do it.
Absolutely right. With 2:54 left on the clock, what do you say? Let's jump into a listening with the ladies, the Rebels in pink, and see what their communication is like.
Got him, son.
They dropped our flag. Our flag is back at base. Our flag carrier's down. Hostile flag returned.
He's one shot with me.
Bottom right, going.
Got him. Go blue car.
Oh, he's in art. He's in art. Going back towards the zig.
Kitchen.
Hostiles have taken our flag.
Pull side.
Zigzag, got me zigzag. Full side.
Enemy flag acquired.
Oh,
Drop
shit.
your flag.
I think he's going straight through the mid.
Be advised, hostiles.
Here, double
have
stare
returned their
now.
flag.
Double stare
Our
now.
flag has been
I
returned.
agree. We need to push for a flag before we have a minute 30.
One more pull. Come and double.
Here you go. Good job.
We can zig.
Good job.
Three down.
I can hear you typing.
Enemy flag acquired.
Hey, we're gonna listen and be quiet.
God, they're camping over there.
Hostile flag returned.
Yeah.
Oh, you're done.
They killed me with a yeah.
Alrighty, guys, we're going to bring it back here with 1 minute and 16 seconds left on the clock. Still, the score is 3-1 in favor of UGG Passion. The ladies from the Rebels in Pink just unable to get a successful flag pull, as we're going to see Serenity gets taken out by Advice right by her flag. Midgie now is the one up to the task of stopping the flag runner, who is Advice, but she gets taken out by someone else instead. She is looking like or Serenity is definitely the main slay down there, but Midgie definitely has the skills to be, you know, a pretty good support player on her team.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. both of them have done really well. They've won most of their gunfights, and they play smart.
Time's almost up.
And that's what you really have to do against a team like this. You just play smart. Get the kills when you can. If you can't kill the person, don't shoot at them. Wait till you got a better shot. And I see that a lot with this Rebels in Pink team.
Yeah, absolutely right. As we're going to see Midgie go for a glory pull here with 10 seconds left on the clock. It looks like it's going to be a final score of 4-1 in favor of UGG Passion. Now they are not down and out yet. It is a best of 7, guys. So just keep that in mind. We are going to see the final kill cam here. 4-1 though in favor of Team UGG Passion in the first map in this Turbo show here. I want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Thanks for tweeting out the stream. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at the Turbo Show, as well as Jeremy at TWR. Well, wait, did we change it?
No, we changed it.
Oh, you got to hook me up with that one. Type it to me.
New Twitter. It's going in the chat right now.
Yeah. So he is going to have a new Twitter coming up. It's RL_Striker. So be sure to follow him there, as he has some fun and exciting news to bring to all of us, I think, later on in the show. So if you guys want to hear the news, stay in the stream. If you want other people to hear the news, be sure to tweet it out. Once again, guys, I'm Turbo here, where we just saw the Rebels in Pink go against the UGG Passion, making the score 4-1 in CTF. They were looking really strong out in the beginning, Jeremy, but then what happened later on in the game where they just had a relay ran on them, and then they just ended up losing in that final round?
Well, I don't know if it was confidence that happened with getting a double flag pull on them, or if they just couldn't get the right setup. From what it looked, I was able to look at that overview of the map, and it just seemed like that UGG team was just dominating the map control. So I think the Rebels need to find a way that when they're in that situation to move around, just change their strategy and regain that map control, because overall that's what really led to that. And it's something simple that can really determine the outcome of a match.
Absolutely. So we're going to see it now, as this is Domination on Slums, as Domination is a game mode on what is it, on GB, I guess is what we're going to call it. So we're going to go ahead and see it now, as we are on board with the Rebels in Pink with Dukes, who does get a nice kill there. She is 2-0 right now, as she's going to rotate over to the courtyard area, is going to take out Modi or True Motivation. It is going to look like now the Rebels do have the 2 flag capture lead, or flag domination lead, and that kill streak is ended by Junebugs taking out Jukes. So we're going to see it now as jumping on board with Vanity, who's going to get a nice 2-piece, taking out Adrian and Junebugs. This map is probably my worst domination map of all time. Oh, Vanity does get a nice knife kill on Modi there as soon as she ran out of bullets, pulling out that knife. That is a good reaction right there.
Yeah, I actually really like that one. She had the initial shots and figured, hey, why reload? I'm just gonna run in there and stab him in the chest.
Why not? I have a knife. Might as well use it. YOLO.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna see it now. Again, guys, there are no score streaks here. We are gonna stick on board with the Rebels in Pink throughout this first round of domination on the Slums, as I'm on board with Jukes now once again, who is leading in kills for her team, 4-2. 0 caps, though, as the only person with caps, it looks like Midgie, running that OB Slay with 2 caps against 0 defense. Jukes does take out Junebugs coming in the middle. Let me ask you this. What are the crucial points you want to control on this map?
Alright, when you're sitting in this map, of course, they have A spawn. So you want to watch that graveyard for sure. You got to cover that blue room to that left side, and you have to be able to cover the pathway coming into that middle section on the right side. If you have 2 people up on the fountain, one watching the graveyard and one watching that right side, you can have 2 people right here. You see Jukes sitting right there watching that blue room. Have 2 people watching that, covering that area. That way it's easy to rotate to mid if one of your other players goes down. You have to maintain that. They come out, you kill them. It's simple. It's really easy to get map control, And when you start
Securing
moving
B.
around too much like they are, you start losing that control. They start pushing in behind you, and then that's, you know, that will cause you to flip spawns, and you definitely don't want that to happen on this map.
Absolutely right. And I think another thing also is to notice where your teammates are looking. One thing that I did just see there while looking on the minimap as well is the fact that, you know, Midgie or whoever, or Juke who it was sitting on the B flag, was looking over towards the courtyard, and so was her other teammate. Now, you don't need that. You need to be watching pretty much all the angles while you're capturing the flag.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about map awareness, you know, knowing, you know, where you're at, where your teammates are at, and what's going on in that area. And I mean, that's how you win these games. You got to be able to know that something's covered, cover something else. You know, you should never have two people covering the same thing unless that is a primary entrance point and there's nothing else to look at.
Absolutely right, Jeremy. We're going to be still on board here with Vanity,
Losing
and she
B.
is 10-5 already. Pretty much slaying it down as she does take out Junebugs, but Adrenaline's going to run up behind her, drop her. Jukes is going to take out Adrenaline in return, but Advice is going to drop a turbo grenade or a turbo touchdown on her.
Turbo touchdown.
Yeah. Turbo touchdown. On board with Serenity, though, as she is able to take out Modi and Broken. Now she's going to rotate around. Let's jump onto the overview map, see the positioning of everyone. You do have one person down in the bottom of the map there, and you have two people controlling the top side, and they are able to get that good vantage point. But as I say that, someone is going to get taken out, and they are forcing the spawns out. Them being, in fact, the UGG Passion team, they're just completely flipping spawns. They're being a little too careless here, Jeremy, is what I'm noticing.
Yeah, I think what they're trying to do is push over there. You do see one of them trying to move around, try to cover that blue area where they're going to be spawning at. And Rebels did a great job of keeping that mid control and getting out of their spawn. When UGG pushes up like that, you gotta push back. Otherwise, you know, you lose that mid map control like that. It can easily turn around both sides. And you do see that they did exactly what they wanted to do with that. They pushed up and they watched those key areas, and they were able to take a flag for it.
Wow. That was a great play by Midgie there to jump on the flag. I don't know if you saw that there, Jeremy, but she jumped on the flag to get the sound of someone is taking B, and then she just jumped out of it to get a proper positioning on someone running into Broken. I think it was Junebugs or Adrian. And she was able to take him out, getting that man down, allowing your team to have the upper hand there. It can be just the game winner in itself.
Yeah, definitely. If you can get them down to where it's a 4v3 or, you know, even a 3v2 situation, it's always perfect for your team. You know, you have a better setup, and you know, there's not as much rushing you now. The other team will usually kind of sit back and wait for that other person or two people to come up before really making a push to capture.
Absolutely right. So we're going to see it as this round, of the first round of CTF, Domination on Slums is going to go in favor of the Rebels in Pink, leading 116-93 over UGG Passion. Oh, I need to pull up the scoreboard here, but I can't. I want to see who is doing what. Final kill cam, though, from the first round is going to be by Serenity. Just watching over in the courtyard, taking out Advice, who is going to run into B, but she quickly stopped him there. All right, so 116-93 with a game type like Domination. You just have to wonder, though, how score streaks would have affected that outcome.
Capture the objective.
Jeremy, what do you think?
I mean, it all depends. You know, it could have gone either way, and I think that it would actually be in favor of Rebels at this point, because they were doing a lot more work there at the beginning of that. They were securing those kills, and I think that could have really changed it around for them, given them even more map control than they already had.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to agree with you there. I mean, like everybody's saying, score streaks are not just kills, ladies and gentlemen. It is also, in fact, what you do in the maps, your objective points as well. And looking at the scoreboard, let's see, 3-1-1. That's 5 total captures this far for the Rebels in Pink. But looking at the UGG squad, 4, 8, 10, 13 total captures on their end. So it kind of comes into play there on who would have had the more score streaks, and maybe it would have gone in favor of the UGG squad in that first round. But who knows? You know, they were getting those kills down too. Looking at the scoreboard, though, Adrenaline 19-13, while Jukes from the Rebels in Pink is sitting at 18-11. That's pretty good score for domination, I think.
Yeah, definitely for 4v4 domination. Those are some good numbers, and I just had something in my head I was gonna say, but I can't remember it now. It had to deal with those score streaks. Oh yeah. All right, with the captures, a lot of people don't realize the amount of points you get for those. If you solo cap a flag, that's 200 points towards your score streak, and if you have a teammate there, you split 50 points apiece. But that could be the key difference between getting a HK drone, as we call paper airplanes, and even getting a Hellstorm or a Lightning Strike. So it definitely plays a huge part, and not having them in this game type really makes it a lot more interesting.
Absolutely, we are going to see it, as that is a complete triple cap by the Rebels in Pink against the UGG squad, who now, it does look like the ladies from the Rebels in Pink are going to be taking the lead, I think, shortly here, as Advice was able to capture that C flag. Advice now is going to be in the mechanic shop, just looking over. Let's switch over now to Adrenaline, who is coming up out of the spawn, as Serenity does take out Junebugs on board with Modi now, formerly from, I don't know if he still is on Team 4 not, but we're going to see it as they are losing, or not losing, nope, they're winning. Nope, they're losing. This whole scoreboard thing is completely freaking me out right now. 156 to 140 in favor of the Rebels in Pink. This might actually be their game type here, which might be a difference in the way that, between score streaks and not score streaks, how score streaks can be somewhat random.
Yeah, a map like this, Slums is a very open map. Score streaks, they're very hard to dodge on this one. So I think if they were implemented, I don't think it would play such a huge role, since both teams would have gotten an even share of the score streaks. I mean, yeah, there's not as many captures on the Rebels side, but what they lack in captures, they definitely make up in kills.
All right, I just saw it in the chat that you guys want to do a listen-in. We're going to dip into a listen-in in this last 2:30 left. We'll be right back. Actually, we're going to do a listen-in from both teams.
one shot. I couldn't do anything.
In there now.
Nope, just from one team.
Yeah, dude.
It's on tires, trash can. Everyone's far left side, trying to flank us. There you go. To the left.
You gonna try that pre-aiming shit on me?
On the sandbags, left side.
One shot blue, 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 one shot blue. Never mind, we're about to get fucked. We're about to get fucked up. We're about to get chasing one kill.
If she was chasing me, I had to kill her. She would have killed me when I went for fucking me. I would have gone for bid.
Risky. You gotta make something risky.
All right, 1:30 left. We're going to switch teams for the listen-in and go on board with the Rebels in Pink.
One more.
He's stunned back fountain. He's stunned back fountain.
Wait until they get on it.
Losing Bravo.
Go around the graveyard.
They're on it. I'm stunning still, just to be safe. I stunned somebody.
That's me.
Somebody is, okay.
The right side, the right side.
Throwing grenade!
Guys, we need to keep this. We got the W.
Losing Bravo.
On B. Stun nade.
We're winning this fight.
Oh shit! Damn, he's stunned in front of me. He's stunned blue side.
I got it.
There you go.
Losing B.
On B. They're getting desperate, guys. Keep them counting. Let's go. Watch that right side.
I'm flashing
Just
blue.
stun.
Blue.
Whoa, he got me mid.
We had him blue.
Two blue.
Nice.
Time's almost up.
All right, guys, we are back here. As you could tell, the difference between the communication of the ladies from the Rebels in Pink against the UGG Passion, they just have a lot more positive sounding voice, I guess what you could say, and a lot more positive things to say. Even though they are winning, they weren't too down on themselves when they were losing. So it's just, I think that plays a big factor as to why they won this one here.
Yeah, you got to keep the confidence up. When something goes wrong, just throw it to the side, get back in the game, and you know, they're definitely very good at that, and I mean, it shows with this map they had complete control over that. There wasn't too much that the UGG guys could really do against them.
Absolutely right. We're going to see it, though, as it is going to go in favor of the Rebels in Pink. So now the best of 7 series is tied at 1-1 between the Rebels in Pink and the UGG Passion. Once again, thanks for tuning in, guys. Be sure to follow my gracious and hairy-faced co-caster, Jeremy, at RL_striker. Let's pull up this page here. You guys can check out his chinny chin here.
I don't know, but
as he's growing a little something. But
I ain't growing nothing.
Yeah, sure.
I shave it all off.
It's no shave December apparently. But
what? No. It was no shave November. It's something else December.
Okay. But yeah, we do see it here as it is a 1-1 tie between the Rebels in Pink and the UGG Passion team. It seems pretty even as far. I can't call it here, Jeremy. You might be able to call it here, but I mean, we still haven't seen a S&D play, or I don't know if Hardpoint is in GB.
I don't think Hardpoint is. It might actually be. I think I remember seeing Rambo's team scrimming or playing GB tournaments, and it was on there. But as for trying to decide which team's gonna win, I mean, that's a very hard decision. I think right now, either one could take the show. I mean, both are really solid teams, so
all right,
just a matter of who wants to play and who doesn't.
All right, guys, we are going to be in standoff Hardpoint now, the game type that we were talking about. I guess it is, since we are doing some of the GB variant rules. We're going to stick on board. Let's switch over to the guys from the UGG squad on board with Advice now, running that MSMC. Did you notice anything different about the classes since you don't have score streaks, Jeremy? That I didn't quite notice anything different.
You know, I really haven't noticed anything different. You know, I'm seeing a lot of the same setups that I run on my classes with score streaks, so...
Yeah. All right, we're going to see Advice coming up into that top middle building. Good play by him to run up and get control of that so we can get a good spawn as well as a good vantage point to watch over that first hard point, as they do have control over it. And now it gets contested. Let's see if Advice can seek out the person contesting it. That was Midgie with a nice two-piece there to take out Modi as well as Advice. Now on board with Adrian, who is right by the hard point, is going to spot, I think that was Serenity, but is going to take her out as well as Meiji now. Now that they have control once again, they just have to sit back and wait it off, and I think hardpoint is actually boring without score streaks.
Yeah, you know, hardpoint really is, and you see Adrenaline on a 6-0 right now. That's just ridiculous for hardpoint. And there's that caster's cursed again. I keep doing that to people. I gotta stop. But you know, 6-0 with 1 cap. You know, that would have been possibly two different kill streaks that he would have had, and then that would give his team complete control at that given minute.
Right, absolutely. On board now. Let's switch over to Modi. He is sitting at 3-5. Adrenaline or Adrian is at 6-3. We are into this map a little bit. I think we're like, what, 5 minutes into this map already. It goes to 200. They just tied the score. They, being the Rebels in Pink, just now have the lead as they do control that the hard point now. And we're going to see Modi push in there, but Midgie's going to stop him right after he takes out Jukes from the Rebels in Pink. Let's switch sides here and go on board with Midgie now from the Rebels in Pink and see what they do.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually smart play by the Rebels. They held that last hard point, and when the time got down to about 10 seconds or so left, they went ahead and had a teammate rotate to the next one just to go ahead and get that easy cap on it and get a couple seconds before the other team was able to get over there to it. Definitely a great strategy, and you know, they are pushing pretty hard. They did lose control, but you know, it shouldn't be too hard for them to regain it with that spawn right there next to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Serenity did a nice play there, but she gets quickly stopped by Adrian right in the hard point of top. I think we're going to call it top grannies now, huh? As
Yeah, it's Grandma's house.
Grandma's house on board with Adrian right after he gets taken out by Vanity's turbo touchdown grenade. Junebug's now climbing up the top. Granny's going to try and control it. Does spot someone inside. That is going to be Vanity. He does miss some shots there, but unfortunately, fortunately, he does get enough health to run away, jump out the window, and dip out. But I think he's going to rotate back and try and go after that kill. As let's jump onto the overview of this map. It does look like that the Rebels in pink are a little bit behind now in this first hard point, as they are spawning on the complete other end of the map. Good play. I don't know if this is intentional, but good play by the UGG squad to keep them from spawning close.
Yeah, definitely smart. And they are covering that back area near that warehouse because they knew that there was going to be a spawn over there in that area. And, you know, they rotated over and they covered the central spots. You know, that doorway, of course, is key. And the farm building right across is a huge part because you don't really see when people start sneaking around there. And, of course, that middle area by Broken Wall. Definitely a smart play for the UGG guys.
Absolutely, and I don't know if you've noticed, guys, but they have changed leads about 3 or 4 times. So right now they're looking pretty even in their matchup. But nobody really stands out to me in the kills or the scores. But we'll just go ahead and give Jukes the high kills. So thus far, 13 and 11, 4 defends, 1 cap. Vanity and Serenity both have 3 caps on their own. As we're going to be on board now with Advice, who is going to be sitting in the top middle building, is going to be watching as he is able to take out Serenity and control the hard point. Yet another kill off on Jukes. Good play there. Does have some support from his teammates, who's taken out people shooting at him. Fortunately, though, he was not alone. So good play by the guys from UGG.
Yeah, it was definitely smart for his teammate to come over through Broken Wall. You don't see that as often as it should be. Most people try to just sit in the hard point, cover from the top building, and then just look out. But you never really see someone sitting in the Broken Wall outside the hard point shooting in the opposite direction. Smart play by this UGG team. They just need to get that rotation down a little bit better, get to the next hard point quicker so that they don't lose so many points to this Rebels team.
Right, and on board with Serenity now, gets a nice 2-piece. Can she finish it off with a 3? She can. 3-piece right there for Serenity, even getting herself a nice bloodthirsty, huge play there for Serenity, controlling and defending that hard point. Big play by her. Mad props as she is sitting at 15 and 11 now. Pretty much the high score of this game.
Yeah, Serenity is doing great. I'm really watching the way that she's shooting these guys, and she has complete control over that gun. And we all know that MSMC has some nice little recoil now, so it is a pain. But great accuracy. You know, she's definitely controlling that, checking every point possible for these guys to come in. And, you know, just overall great performance.
Absolutely. We're going to stick on board with her as she is, let's see, she is on a 7-kill run right now, Jeremy. That's huge. Let's stick on board with her to see what she can do as she is going to run to the next hard point in top. Granny's does spot, I think that was going to be Junebugs, is going to take him out, switching to his gun now, the M8A1, is going to spot someone in the hallway, but finally gets stopped by Modi. Oh, she had a good run there. I don't think that's anything to be ashamed of, as Modi, though, is on a 5-kill streak, switching over to him as he does now have control over the hard point over top. Granny's his teammates, are giving him the nice support that he does need. The score, though, is 170 to 141 with 5 minutes left on the clock here in favor of the Rebels in pink. Now, what do the guys from UGG Passion need to do in order to come back?
They gotta rotate properly. You know, they have this hard point now, and you know, when it starts getting down to it needs to leave, they already have someone over in the next one. That's what they have to do. You know, you have to be able to get the next hard point. You know, have someone there at least to even if that person dies. You know that their team is rushing in from whatever side, so you can set up accordingly for that and regain control. And it's all about map control for this map. You know, this is a hard one to play. It's small. There's a lot of action that goes on with it. Having that map control is really what is key to winning this game.
Absolutely. So we're going to see it now as it is 192 to 170 now in favor of UGG Passion. The ladies from Rebel in Pink need to quickly come in here and stop this as it is going to 250. 4 minutes now left on the clock. It should be switching shortly, but Junebugs just seem to have great control over the hard point there in the bottom storeroom, but now it finally gets contested and controlled by Midgie, who was able to take out Junebugs. Let's switch on board now with Serenity, who's already in that control, but she was quickly dropped by Adrian, who now has control over the hard point in middle. The first hard point, Vanity jumping in there to get some control, but gets quickly taken out by Modi. Now jumping on board with Vanity, or sticking on board with Vanity, I'm sorry, as they are trying to get control of this hard point. They have to fight for it now and control it. And one thing I'm noticing is that they all have the proper rotation times. They all are rotating them correctly, and it doesn't seem like they're battling too much to control the hard point, but really at the next hard point is what they're battling for to control the next one, which is, I think, what it should be.
Yeah, it definitely is. You know, you see this a lot with these teams, and you know, Advice does it really well. He'll get in the hard point, and he will spray every corner just to make sure that there's no one there. You gotta, once you secure it, just set up around it and defend it. That's all you have to do. And when you get to the next one, just push hard, get those kills, walk in there, control it, have your team set up around one person. Should be outside controlling the area around it so you can hold on to it.
Right, we're going to see it now as the guys from UGG do have that next hard point, and they are looking like they can have the lead here and the win if Rebels in Pink don't come back shortly. And they finally contested it, but quickly stopped as let's jump on board with Advice, who is in the hard point, controlling it and securing it, and he gets a nice two-piece, taking out Midgie and Serenity, controlling that hard point, but they do have to get to the next one here within the next 5 seconds, but I wish we could see the timer on it, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and take the win, 250 to 215. Great play by the UGG Passion to come back after that sad little loss there, or sad little losing in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, all they really need to do is just settle down, you know, get into the rotation, know where the next hard point is, get someone there ahead of time to kind of scout it out, you know, get control of it early. And they had a little bit of trouble with that starting out, but once they got that down, you know, it's just easy flowing from there. They were able to keep switching off, moving around, and they did a great job rotating to really get those last couple hard points and even to defend them, and that, I think that overall helped secure that win for them.
Absolutely, as it is going to be a 2-1 lead though in the best of 7 series for UGG over the Rebels in Pink. Be sure to follow them on Twitter at the Rebels in Pink. A couple of great girls. They're all really, really nice and definitely positive in the Call of Duty community.
Yeah, I don't know any of them personally. I haven't had the chance to meet them yet, but from what I've heard, they're all really, really good going girls, and you know, they work hard, and that's what we like to see. I mean, that's how this community is gonna grow.
I don't see it as, you know, them being girl gamers going against, you know, only girl gamers or going against guy gamers. You guys have a great matchup here, though. Guys versus girls, not even looking at it like that, looking at it as gamers versus gamers, which is probably the best matchup I'd love to see. You know, not going to see a battle of the sexes or anything, but it just happened to be like that. And they're going up against a great team. Modi, he's a great player. Advice and June and Adrenaline or Adrian, those guys have a bunch of chemistry too, which can build up to a great team. So, you know, we have a great matchup here, and the ladies can actually hang with the guys here. So they're just great gamers in their own respects.
Yeah, mad props to them for doing what they do. I mean, you don't see many girl gamers go competitive, and I think they're going to really drop it on the guys on these competitions. Definitely excited to see them progress and see what they're going to do.
Absolutely. So it looks like here we're going to go to some search and destroy on Express with ladies from the Rebels in Pink down 1 map to 2 against UGG Passion. I don't know if it's a pickup team or what's going on. They might have just picked up Modi. This might be their GB team, as we are playing GB rules. Now with GB rules not having score streaks in search and destroy, you kind of got to feel that maybe there's that lack of randomness with a 100-kilo drone being, not there. And I don't know what else. I don't know what else is going to be, missing from there. But no score streaks in a S&D. How do you think it affects the game?
What, for search and destroy?
Yeah.
Honestly, with the score streaks, I almost called it kill streaks again. Score streaks play a huge part in search. It could be that one last person, and even calling in a lightning strike, you may not hit them, but now you know where they are on the map. Hellstorm, same thing. You call that in, they show up as a red square. You see where they are, so your team can move and get them, or you know where they are, possible routes that they're going to take, so you can counteract that. Without those score streaks, it makes the game a little less interesting, to be honest. But
a lot more
skill. Yeah, you got to really pay attention. Listen to where the movements are coming from and really set up correctly. Otherwise, you're gonna get screwed.
Absolutely. So we're going to see it now as Vanity is going to get the first kill off on Junebug's, taking him out, running across the middle of the map. Serenity is going to follow that up with a kill on Adrian, and there is map dynamics. I don't know if that was supposed to be off or what, but it is 2v1. Advice coming right behind Vanity is going to take her out as Modi's going to take out Serenity. Juke's going to take out Modi in return. On board now with Advice, or I'm sorry, let's stick on with the attacking team in this 1v1 situation with Jukes up against Advice. I'm sorry, Kenny is I went to him from UGG Passion, as Jukes does have the bomb in hand. Is going to have enough time, I think, to go for the plant here on A, but I don't know if she's going to have enough time to run away.
Mission clock about to expire. Step up.
I'm really not sure. I just took a look at that overview map, and it's very interesting what Advice is doing. Now, take note that Advice was down. It was a 3-on-1 situation, and he turned that around to make it a 1-on-1. So definitely has to play smart. Jukes just needs to check these areas real carefully, not overextend away from that bomb site too much, and there you go.
Good job, squad.
Just stay close.
Round.
They will come to you.
Yeah, there you go. We're going to see it as Jukes is able to win the round for the Rebels, as she is able to take out Advice, who is searching around. Now, I don't know if I saw this or not. I probably should have paid a little bit more attention to it. But I didn't see. I don't think I saw any dead silence going on here. Is that a reason? Maybe they're not really using dead silence anymore, or it's not needed because footsteps are pretty much.
Well, I mean, even with high-level headphones, I use my buddy's Astros, and even someone without dead silence, I couldn't really hear them as well as you could say on like Modern Warfare 3 or even Black Ops 1. You could definitely just hear that trampling foot down as they would run past you, but you don't hear that in this one. It's actually really hard, so I don't really think dead silence is needed.
Yeah, so that leaves room for like extreme conditioning or dexterity, as we're going to see Advice does have it. He was able to plant the bomb on that B bomb site. 3v4 situation in favor of UGG Passion, or Passion as we're going to call him now. 18 seconds left on the bomb here as Midgie is able to take out June. Modi's going to follow that up though with a kill on Jukes, as well as a double kill on Midgie in return as well. So now it's all up to Vanity to take out everybody from the team and defuse the bomb in 2 seconds. Not going to happen. 1-1 tie now in S&D on Express between UGG Passion and Rebels and Pink.
Round, but it's not over
yeah,
yet.
and that was smart play for Advice in his team. You see True there picking up a nice kill, and that's a perfect position to be in for him to be able to cover both those sides. He did have teammates in the area, so it's just good setup, and that's what you need on search. You have to have a correct setup so that you can cover those different areas that they would be coming from.
Absolutely. So it looks like right now that the ladies from the Rebels and Pink are going to run for that B bomb site, as the bomb carrier does get stunned, in fact, and Adrenaline's going to get a two-piece, taking out Vanity as well as Midgie with the grenade now, so it's a 2v4, as Advice is going to take out Serenity, and she is, that was going to be Jukes, who is in a bad spot in gunfight right there to end the round as Advice, and I think it was going to be, who's that, Modi or Adrian to finish her off, and they both went for the jump shot, but unable to win it. So 2-1 now favor of UGG Passion.
Yeah, you got to be careful on that. When you rush that B, you know, if the other team decides to counter that and flashes over the wall, you could definitely end with that happening. You do see, like, one of the UGG guys, one throws a flashbang or a concussion, the other throws a grenade. It's a perfect strategy to use to give your team that advantage, and definitely great work by these guys getting that control.
What I'm noticing also is the guys from UGG or Team Passion are able to run to that B site quickly. Now, you would think that the Rebels in Pink would adapt their playstyle to maybe cover B a little bit more, but right now it does look like it's going to be 30 seconds left until the bomb explosion in this 1v4 situation with Midgie as she just takes out Advice right by the B bomb site. 23 seconds left on the clock. 1v3 does take some shots, though, from someone in middle. That is going to be Judebugs to finish her off. 3-1 now for UGG Passion over the Rebels in Pink. Final kill cam here by Judebugs does spot Midgie running along the middle near the ticket booth. Going to finish her off. They need to change their play style now before they get a little bit more demoralized.
Yeah, they definitely do. And the best way to do that is, you know, have someone go up on that top bridge and cut down through to the inside. That way you don't have to worry about getting hit by those flashbangs or having to deal with any of that. You can have someone run in and get that top control. I think the reason why the UGG guys are really getting the advantage is they're running 2 pick 3s, and you know, that really helps. Having that extreme conditioning is a huge advantage over someone, especially a team that doesn't use it as often.
Right, we're going to see it right now as Serenity is in a little gunfight as Jukes is going to find Advice, finish him off, get the score to 3-2 now, though. So if they win this next defensive side, they would have come back. And it's a best of 6, so we still got a few more rounds ahead of us here. And maybe we could see the ladies from the Rebels in Pink bring it up, and maybe they can take the lead in the next coming up rounds. 3-2, though, for Team Passion.
Yeah, it was definitely a good kill. That was a good setup, and actually a bad idea by the UGG guys to rush them like they did. I mean, I understand you want that control, but they overextended way too much, and that's what really caused them to lose that last round.
Advice again is going to drop the bomb on the B site. As he does get it down, his teammates are getting taken out. 3v1 now in favor of UGG. As Advice is going to get a stun out in the middle area. I think we found a weakness for the Rebels in Pink. They need to step up their S&D game a little bit, but it doesn't mean that they can't come back, as this will only be the 4th round that the guys from UGG will take. But Deanne Dukes is going to be able to knock down the odds a little bit. Does spot Adrian or Advice there, but Junebugs is going to come behind her, finish her off. 4-2 now for UGG Passion over the Rebels in Pink.
Yeah, I think Advice got a little cocky there, just, you know, doing that hip fire spray, getting those shots in. But you know, this Rebels team down by 2 rounds, they can still come back. They just have to play smart, you know, maybe not all rush the same side, or even, you know, switch it up. Instead of rushing this B-bomb, everyone go A-bomb. You know, they wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, we're going to see it now on board with a... Oh, I'm on board with the wrong team. 2 down already for... 3 down for the Rebels in Pink as Modi's going to take out Vanity. Midgie, the only one up, does spot the bomb, but Advice is just going to run around the corner, take out Midgie to make it a 5-2 lead for UGG Passion over Rebels in Pink. So they just have to win this next offensive side, and they'll go ahead and take the 3rd map. I think this is going to be the 3rd map in a row, actually. Or no. No, they won. It'll be the 2nd map in a row. They did lose the first, or the 2nd map of domination on Slums. But let's stick on board with the UGG squad and see if they can close it off here.
We got the bomb.
Yeah, definitely a solid play by the UGG guys. I think this really shows the Rebels what they need to work on, what they need to practice, and overall, you know, this is a good experience for both teams to really see how they stack up in this GB play style.
Yeah, we'll see it as the bomb carrier does get dropped. That would be Advice. That is a 1v3 now with Modi being the only one up. Is near the bomb. He's got the task of running and grabbing the bomb. They definitely changed something up. Modi's going to take out Vanity with some nice kills from that M8A1, throwing a nade over. He should push for this bomb coming up, as I think the Rebels in Pink do know where it is and know that it's down. With 37 seconds left on the clock, he can win it here still.
Yeah, he definitely has that chance. He just has to play slow. You know, he has a little bit of time to spare, but, you know, checking those corners are really key to securing that round.
You're right, as Serenity now is going to get the final kill cam, taking out Modi, who's just going to run into the ticket office. Not checking that corner, though, as Serenity was able to finish him off, putting them back up on the map, or on the scoreboard a little bit to make it a 5-3. They are down 2 rounds already. Let's see if they can do anything here on board with Jukes, who's going to be the dedicated bomb carrier. They are running on the right side of the map, opposed to going to B, where we can see that pretty much everybody, there's only one person from UGG on the B side of the map.
Yeah, I think they actually thought the same thing. They're like, all right, you know, everyone keeps pushing B. We need to go A this time. And it was a good counter idea. Good setup by both teams. Now just see who secures the kills and see who can pull this round out.
Yeah, Juke's able to take out Junebugs there while holding the bomb as Midgie takes out Modi, making it a 2v4. Now I think who's this? Jukes does spot someone in the in this middle building area. Is not going to finish him off. There he is, just running around in the top office. She did spot him. He did not return any shots. So it is a 3v2 still with 30 seconds now left on the clock.
Check your timeline.
Oh, Jukes is going to take out Advice there. Good play, as now she does have the task of running to the bomb. Vanity already there, as Jukes did spot him on the little bridge stair. She does take some shots, though. It is crucial right now that she does get the bomb down. Let's switch over to the bomb planner that is going to be Vanity. Does get it down. Good play by her to get the bomb down and not go after the kill.
Yeah, it was definitely smart. You don't want to go after the kill that hard. You want to just push and, you know, get that bomb down. Make them come to you. That's how you win these rounds. When you're playing defense, you want them to come to you. You want to get those bomb sites secure. And unfortunately for the UGG guys, they didn't have the right setup to really counter this Rebels team pushing up like they did. But, you know, for Adrenaline there, I think it would have been better just sit back where he was for a second, let the bomb go down, watch them come up, see where they run, and then choose where to move from there instead of just rushing in like he did.
All right, we're going to be on board with Advice. He once again is going to go for that hard B plan. Never mind, he's not going to go for the hard B plan, as now that he knows his team does have his back, giving him support, he's going to go ahead and get the bomb down. 2v3 now in favor of Rebels in Pink, with only 3 up. The only one down is going to be Serenity, as now Advice does spot someone running through there. Advice, the only one up in a gun battle, gets taken down by Midgie. The Rebels in Pink just took this one back, being down 3-1. I think it was 5-2, and just came back 3 rounds in a row. So they're going to go ahead and go into the 11th round. Whoever wins this next one coming up is going to go ahead and take this map here of S&D on Express.
Yeah, and that was a great round by the Rebels. You see them really push up, had control, and when they didn't see anyone over there at other bomb site, you know, they rotated around perfectly, got in position, secured those kills, and made it a nice little situation for themselves, and now going into this 11th round of Search.
Let's jump into the overview map here and see the breakout once again. You do see 3 from UGG going for that A side, as only 1 is going for the B. I feel like the Rebels in Pink should have gone for the B, especially in this last round. Maybe change things up just a bit, and they could have thrown the guys from UGG off their game.
Yeah, I think that would have been smart, but at the same time, their last attacking set, they did win pushing this side. So I think it was a smart choice to try to do this. You just got to make sure that you secure those kills when you see them.
Yeah, absolutely. On board with Midgie now, back on her team's bridge area. as we are down to a 3v3 with 43 seconds left on the clock. Now time is in favor of UGG Passion as they are just waiting around the bomb sites. So now the ladies need to kind of switch that role over to them. We're going to see Serenity as she takes out Modi, but Midgie gets dropped by Junebugs as Adrenaline's going to take out Vanity. All up to Serenity now in this 1v2 situation. She does have bomb in hand, though, with 19 seconds left on the clock. She has to rotate over to some bomb site quick and do it now as she is was a 5-second bomb plant. She does have to just go ahead and decide, and she does decide on the B site. She is going to get this bomb plant down, but will she survive the plant? She does in this 2v1 situation. Who do you think is going to take it here, Jeremy?
I don't know. Serenity's a solid player. Do you see her get one there? It's a one-on-one. Oh, whoa! I was a little close, but you know, just play smart. And she does see it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful play.
Oh, yeah, great play by Serenity there to get the win for her team, Rebels in Pink, to make it a 3-2? Is it in the best of 7? I think it is a 3-2 in the best of 7, guys. Seems like I am dropping some frames, so just bear with me.
That one hurt our reputation.
So we're going to see it now as it is a 3-2 lead. I think it's 3-2. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, he is back. That is Jeremy. Follow him on Twitter at RL_striker. We do have a little matchup right now between the Rebels in Pink and UGG Passion. Be sure to follow the Rebels in Pink at the Rebels in Pink. I don't think Passion has a Twitter. You want to load up your camera real quick so I don't look like a damn fool?
Oh, you are a fool.
True. I do have a big bear sitting behind me, though.
Yeah, you do. And that's actually map count 2-2, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Let us know if we're wrong, guys. If it's 2-2 or whatever. I need to get another scoreboard in here for the map counts and whatnots.
Yeah, that is 2-2 because we've played one of each of the 4 types.
Oh, okay.
So.
There we go. All right, so it is a 2-2. The ladies from Rebels in Pink able to come back in that last round of S&D on Express. They did a great job of coming back, actually down 5-2, I think it was, and won the rest of the 4 remaining rounds straight. Once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Turbo here, joined by Jeremy, or Striker if you want to call him now, at RL_striker. Be sure to follow him on the Twitter, as I think we're swapping hosts. Maybe not. We're going to go to CTF on Plaza, actually. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab a soda pop, listen to some sweet music from Bye Bye Copyright on YouTube. All right, maybe not, since we're going to go ahead and start the game now. I was just waiting. I was like, oh, the clock timer's going down. So, here we go. CTF Plaza. Talk to me about this map, Jeremy.
All right. Oh man, so much with this map. You know, you have a couple different ways you can do this. Couple different setups you can run to get these flag caps. You see, most of the time we will use this Debo side to run through. It's very easy to get a flag pull through and good cover as long as your team can set up right. But this map is hard to really have control on because there's so many different ways that people can come from. This one, you really got to get that accuracy down. You have to be on when you start shooting someone. Connect, make sure you kill them. Otherwise, it will hurt you.
Oh, we're going to see it as Serenity does try to go for a flagpole there, but quickly stopped by Adrian. Back on the flag of the Passion, Team Passion. Midgie now pushed up around the Debo side, is going to be pushing for the flag of UGG. Does spot someone in their bar area, but unable to get any shots off. Does take some shots herself. Flag finally gets taken out by Vanity's grenade. That would be advice. Now Midgie is going to grab the flag, unable or unwilling, I guess you could say unwilling to get that kill off on, I think it was Adrian or Adrenaline who saw her, but would you go after the kill there, or would you go after the flag?
Honestly, I would have grabbed the flag and killed them, killed the guy that was there because it was a clear shot, and they weren't even
Hostiles have taken our
focused
flag.
on her at all.
Our flag
So,
has been dropped.
secure that kill, then run it that way, because you know that the team is now going to be spawning opposite of you near that Devo area. You don't want to run into their team. So, secure the kill, run through that bar area, have your team set up in that mid-map to get those cutoffs, and that's a flag cap.
Yeah, we're going to see it now, as I think they are a little bit overextending the map. They have complete control over the other side of the map. Here is what I'm highlighting. It's not the Debo side that Jeremy is talking about, which I need to control, and then now you have someone down here who is a little bit overextending the map. So you did just see someone from the UGG team spawn inside the bar. But Midgie fortunately was able to take him out. So let's dip back into the gameplay as on board with Midgie, in fact, as the flag carrier is going to be right behind her. That is going to be Jukes. Flag pulled from the base of the Rebels by Advice. Midgie's going to try and clear it out using a silencer and dead silence as well.
Yeah, and that's actually smart for this. You don't want them to know exactly where you are on this. Silencer helps a lot. Midgie does know that flag carrier was up top. It looks like it's still up there. It's just a matter of getting a teammate to go in and get it there. But Midgie's really trying to play this defense, and you don't see many people do this. Always need to have someone with your flag carrier to protect them. That way they don't get dropped.
Yeah, like right there, as Midgie was able to take out Junebugs, is following that up on Midgie, or I'm sorry, Motivation. Midgie's going huge right there, as Vanity is going to take out Adrenaline, who was carrying, who was trying to go after the flag carrier, I'm sorry, as Juked is going to capture the flag there to make it a 1-0 lead right now for the Rebels over Passion. With 1 minute and 50 seconds left on the clock, we're going to dip into a listen-in with the Rebels in pink. We'll be right back.
Lag out. That would suck.
Yo, rotate back, go, both of you, go, both of you.
They're gonna pull Devo.
One solar right now.
Hostiles have taken our flag. Our flag has been dropped.
One more. Nobody rotated.
Hostiles have taken our flag.
I did.
Enemy flag acquired.
Or mid or
mid,
something.
mid.
Wherever you feel safer, Mindy. I'm Luna. I'm bar.
Kill confirmed.
He ran through mid. He's going through mid right now.
One solar.
Really? Mid.
Concussion.
I need D. I need somebody to come and D up on me.
Hold on, Mindy. I got the
car. Orange car.
I got orange car.
Yo, they're nading over. They're nading over.
Go in jewel.
Sneaky. Don't throw anything. I'm going for the flag. We're out
I'm
one.
very scared right now. Somebody help me get on the roof.
Yeah.
Mission clock about to
Oh,
expire.
they got me gold. Fire. Stop. Oh, go. Is someone covering?
We don't need
Flag carrier
this.
is down.
So get.
We can get that.
Damn it. I almost had it. Last one.
Hostiles have taken our flag.
We don't need this. Just D up.
Alrighty, guys, we're going to see it there as it does go to the Rebels in pink, taking it a 1-0 lead over UGG. I don't know if you could hear the communication, but they had some really nice call-outs, in fact, and they do know what they need. They need to D up at certain points in the round there, as well as protect the flag and calling out where a person is when they get down, where they get down, and also somebody did happen to take the lead there. Sometimes in order and saying rotate back, you need to rotate back and so on. So definitely communication is working well for the Rebels in pink, but I kind of want to see them get some more flag caps, Jeremy, and put that communication to work.
Yeah, and I think it goes the same for the UGG guys. You saw both teams had the flag pulled, and the UGG guys did a great job of really playing that defense and covering the flag carrier and keeping this Rebels team from pushing up and getting a second flag cap on them. Makes it much more manageable when you're only down by one.
Yeah, we're on board with now Advice as he does take out Midgie near the flag. June is going to take out Vanity. Flag pulled by June himself, actually. Running at Debo's side, I think he's just going to wait and run it straight through middle, or Advice is going to take lead here and run it through Solar as Junebugs is right behind him, as they do seem to have their cutoffs taken care of. Jukes, though, is going to be sitting there in gold right outside Solar, takes out Advice as well as June's, and does get the return. Great play by her there.
Yeah, that was great, and I don't know how they missed Jukes just sitting there. I mean, I'm sure there's 2 or 3 of them that walked right past her, but a great play to set up this Rebels team for that second flag cap.
Yeah, I was on board with Advice there, just unable to stop the flag carrier, to stop her from getting the flag cap, but unfortunately it didn't seem to work. 2-0 lead right now for the Rebels in pink over UGG Passion. Junebugs now does spot someone in the front of Solar, is not going to be able to take her out, I'm sorry, but does take out someone with a frag grenade. 2 down now for Rebels, as Advice is going to take out Serenity. The third one, Juke's going to take out Junebugs. That's 3 down for Rebels, as Advice now is running on a 2-kill streak, as well as grabbing the flag from the base of the Rebels with 3 minutes left on the clock here. I think he's going to be able to run it back. It does look like everyone is set up to play defense on it. As I say that, someone is going to get taken out in the back of the UGG bar. That's Vanity, I think, doing work back there, just trying to be a little bit aggressive, but going to let that one go to make it 2-1 now, still in favor of the Rebels in pink.
Yeah, and that was a good flag cap by Advice. If you notice, he was running that AR, running that M8. It's a solid weapon to use for slaying, and he just wasn't able to pick up those kills fast enough. So he switched over to that Vector, and he walked in there, grabbed that flag, and walked out. And sometimes that's what you gotta do. It's not always about changing up strategy. Maybe change up your weapon. Go with something else. See what weapon will work for you and what won't.
Yeah, you're right. All right, on board now with Adrian, or Adrenaline, if you will. Still 2-1. 2 minutes left on the clock. We're going to dip into a little listen-in, guys, and we'll be right back in around a minute.
Somebody's shooting with the silencer.
He's in Luna. He's in Luna.
Where the fuck did he go?
We have the enemy flag.
Left side of the map, left side of the map, outside of the map. No, left, your left, your left. On the fucking garden, the garden.
We dropped their flag. Be advised, hostiles have returned their flag.
You were in Luna, you didn't tell me I had a route? I spawned Luna. Our route's Luna right now.
Tom Debo, Tom Debo.
Shut up!
I'm in Luna. We're spawning Luna. Pull Luna if you can.
Enemy flag acquired.
Shot me. Edgy is fucking. It's lagging. Look at this.
Our flag has been taken.
What?
Our flag carrier is down.
Look at that
Hostile
lag.
flag returned.
Let me host after this. This won't happen.
We're losing this fight.
Dude.
Let me host after this, dude.
Alrighty, guys, we're going to see it as that is 1 minute left on the clock here, and it does seem like it's going to go in favor of the Rebels with a flag still up, or flag cap now. So they have, I think there might be some latency issues here. I'm not going to put it past them. They are all really well-skilled players, but maybe the latency issues did cause some problems on their end. But looking at the scoreboard, though, 20 and 14 for Vanity from the Rebels. That's it's a really good score, actually, with 2 returns. And they just seem to be on the better end of this game here, Jeremy.
Yeah, I mean, Vandy had a good setup. I don't know if you saw that nice little triple kill that she got. Definitely setting up for her team correctly. She, running that M8, great weapon. She's covering everything. She keeps running around checking every possible way that this UGG team is going to come from. And that really helped in getting that team set up and getting those flag captures.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to see it now. Final kill cam by Jukes, taking out Junebugs, as the Rebels in pink were able to take that map 3-1 over UGG Passion. So they're also going to take the map count also in their favor, 3-2. So they are going to switch hosts here, guys, I think, and we are going to switch along with them so we can finish off this best of 7 show match once again as the Rebels in pink are leading. So we're going to see it. Hopefully, or not hopefully, but maybe they'll be able to pull off a win in the best of 7 series. Let's see, my host. We're gonna switch. If everybody else switches, I'll switch with them.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, I might as well just switch to give them a little, fairness here. But once again, guys, I am Turbo. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at The Turbo Show. Also, be sure to follow Strikers. He's going to drop some knowledge bombs on us, I think, in a little bit, as well as myself. If you guys are planning on going to UGG but don't have a way of getting there, nor UMG, I'm sorry, nor do you have funds, but you do have some money, a little bit aside, you might want to stick around, as I will be laying down some knowledge about a tournament coming up that's a buy-in that can get you all the way to UMG in December and later this month.
On the 28th.
On the 28th, in fact. 28th through the 30th. But thanks, guys, for tuning in. We are going to go to Hardpoint on Slums. Actually, this is my favorite map for Hardpoint here.
All right, I'm now officially a part of the Rebels. Yeah, I'm playing. I wanted to just switch over to see it. Everyone's like talking about it, so. But we talk about this Rebels team, and
I don't even know how many
I'm really impressed with them. I haven't got to see them play. I think the only person from Rebels that I know is actually Sam.
Yo, who are we missing?
Right.
Vanity?
And she always talks about how good they are, but, talking about it and seeing it, definitely impressive for some girl gamers. And you know what? That term is out the window for this. They are true gamers. I will give them that.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming in, and if you guys tweeted out the stream, I surely do appreciate it, as well as I'm sure Jeremy does appreciate it as well. As I'm gonna tweet this out. Show match.
Sitting there like, what the heck?
Show match.
I do like that feature,
At
though.
the Rebels in pink is what 3 versus hashtag UGG Passion 2 on twitch.tv/The Turbo Show with @RL_Striker.
Yeah.
Yay. Let's get some retweets going, guys. Get as much people in here as we can. I think this is going to be a great final, a great matchup between these two, as the Rebels in Pink were able to come back just these last 2 rounds, and they did actually come back from a really, really low score in that S&D on Express.
Yeah, I mean that was a great match. Unfortunately for the UGG guys, they should have been able to close that out easily.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that the overconfidence is what really played that downfall for them in that. You got to treat everything like, everything is always the last round, no matter what. Get in there, get the kills, get the position. Don't worry about what else is happening. Just get in position, get ready, and definitely make them come to you, whether you're on defense, whether you're on offense. Offense, plant the bomb, set up around it, make them come to defuse it. They have no choice. They have to come and defuse it. Defense, set up, 2 on each side, 2 at each bomb. If one person gets killed, have the rest of your team rotate to that area, even come up behind them, set up correctly, and you can clutch those kills. And you saw that. Serenity, perfect rotation around to get a better viewpoint of what was going on. Someone just had to randomly walk up those stairs, and Serenity was waiting for him, ready for it, got that kill, and then picked up that second on the bomb carrier, or the bomb diffuser, to win that search and destroy for him. Great plays by both teams. I mean, it's still hard. I think this is going to go.
I can't pick it either, but I think the ladies are actually really hungry to win this one out.
I have to agree with you on that. I mean, they're playing real solid. They're very confident. You can tell that through the way they're playing, through the way they're communicating. And honestly, I would not be surprised if we went all 7 matches with this.
Yeah, right. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in once again. Turbo here with Jeremy. Be sure to follow him RL_striker. We are going to be doing a lot of these show matches coming up, not only here, but on other channels as well. So be sure to stick around as we are going to be dropping some knowledge bombs, like I keep saying. Knowledge Moabs, if you will.
Teaser. You're teasing them.
Teaser a little bit. But a lot of stuff will be happening. A lot of stuff will be changing only, I'll be doing other things, but I will keep my Turbo show here. But a lot of other things will be changing too. So thank you guys. Just be sure to stick around as we are now getting underway on Slums Hardpoint on the Turbo Show with Turbo here and RL_striker.
Yeah. My brother sent me a message live, but I can't read it. I can't listen to it. Alright, so, serious question.
Hit me.
If you had to pick 3 kill streaks for this game type, Hardpoint on Slums, what would you run with?
Swarm, Lodestar, and Warthog. Because I get that.
For those high,
I get that shit, son.
Oh.
No. Honestly, I don't know. Definitely the HKD. Hunter Killer Drone, Lightning Storm, and Hailstorm Missile. Why? Because they're deterrents. And that allows you to go in there and get control over the area before the other team can and tears them away. Because sometimes, you just freak out and you don't want to get killed while you're in there.
I definitely agree with that. It's a good strategy to use, and all 3 are very solid ones. The only thing I have with the HK drone is it just kind of, it seems to me like it sits up in the sky a little too long. It just kind of flies around for a little bit and then decides, oh, I'm going to go right into someone. Unless you throw it right at someone and then it just blows up.
Yeah, which I'm sure we've all felt before. Even you jump in front of your teammate and you kill your teammate and yourself, unfortunately. Well, we're on board with advice here as UGG does have the lead with 26-6 over the Rebels in pink. He already set up for the next hardpoint, as well as his teammate Adrenaline or Adrian. Junebugs with a 2-piece, taking out, I think that was Serenity and Vanity. Advice is going to be watching the back of the hardpoint, able to take out Jukes. He does have a lot of ammo left in hand. On board with Adrian now sitting in the hardpoint, protecting it from that area. We're jumping to the overview map as they do have complete control over this whole entire half or third of the map. That's a great play on their part to control that complete area and force a spawn all the way in the back here.
Well, it was actually, thanks to Advice, very smart when he knew that hardpoint was going to be moving. About 10 seconds before it moved down here to the side, Advice rotated back, got that spawn for his team, so when they started killing the Rebels girls, they were already spawning all the way on the other side and having to run across the map. Smart play by them, and they just have to set up right and get the next one, maybe flip that spawn again to give them that favor.
Yeah, you see it now as Adrenaline was already pushing for that next hardpoint, but Serenity was already in there and is going to take him out and let you jump on board with her, as she is on a little 2-kill streak, though. Modi's going to take out Midgie, as Serenity's still in the hardpoint alone, though, is not watching her right side of the map. Neither is her teammates. Now they're all rotating over there. Let's switch over to Vanity, who is going to be watching this whole other side of the map, making sure no one is going to be pushing up on that side, but she is also setting up for the next one, which is going to be in another 40 seconds or so.
Yeah, and that's smart play. I did see on the overview, the Vanity rotated around because she knew that Advice and them were doing the same thing. So best way to counter that, rotate around the same way. You see she does pick up that kill on Advice right there. And beautiful double there on Adrian. Couldn't pick up that triple on Junebugs, but you got to rotate like that. Get that control, and if the other team is doing it, just follow behind them because they will not expect you to come right behind them on that same pathway.
Yeah, smart words there, as it does seem to be the ladies from Rebels in Pink were already setting up for that next hard point, as they do have it. Junebugs, though, is coming up from behind. Spots somebody by the white van. That was going to be Vanity, who just got a 2-piece, taking out Modi, followed by Junebugs. Adrenaline's going to take out Vanity. Midgie does take out Adrenaline in return. Now Junebug is going to try and protect it. Midgie going ham with a 2-piece there. Is at 7-7 though, while Modi's at 9-4, getting his slay on. And Junebugs now is going to be rotating around the back. Gets a kill off on Serenity there, as it is. The score is 122 to 54. Now is but on that first hard point that we saw. I can't even remember the name of the map now that we saw it on. The guys from UGG Passion were able to come back after that from a very large margin of points.
Yeah, I believe that was Standoff, and you know, it's a small map. It's, you know, you got to get control and rotate correctly. And I think from that game to this one, they realized the mistakes that they made. And, you know, Slums is a map that's played on everything. Even on League play, this is one of the main maps that is played. So, you know, it's all about having that confidence when you first start to get the right setup. And, I mean, again, you see the hard point is in that middle section. Advice already down here on this backside, getting that spawn for his team. Smart plays, and that's how you win hardpoint.
Absolutely. 5:15 left on the clock here. 163 to 61 in favor of UGG Passion. The map count is 3-4 though in favor of Rebels in Pink, or sorry, 3-2 in favor of the Rebels in Pink. So what is it? 3-2 or 3-3? 3-2.
3-2.
Yeah, 3-2 for Rebels in Pink. Adrenaline gets dropped there by Vanity, and jumping on board with Advice, who's already setting up for the next one. No, he's just spawning up as the Rebels in Pink do control the hard point and down in the soccer field area.
Yeah, and honestly, that was a bad play by Advice sitting back there. He knew that his team had been killed, but he just kind of sat there and waited. And it was actually Midgie who was able to get that nice little background behind it and get the kill, causing this UGG team to spawn on the opposite side. Great play by the Rebels to secure that for their team. But they should really start looking at pushing to this next one and getting that secure.
Yeah, Midgie there is going to get a 6-kill streak, taking out, I think that was Adrenaline, right there on the stairs. 112 to 167, 2 players in the hard point for the Rebels in Pink, sticking on board with Midgie now sitting at 15-12. Pretty good score in the kill score, but they are unfortunately losing though. 350 now as the hard point is going to switch over to Couches, and somebody, always somebody from UGG is going to be in there already.
Yeah, they have a good rotation. They do know what they screwed up with in the last hard point, and you know, they're fixing those errors. They're not making the same mistakes that they were. Pushing the hard point, they're setting up around it. And, you know, right now it's better to not have control and have map position than to have control and lose that positioning to your enemy team. That's definitely helping them.
Absolutely. Now on board with Midgie, or let's switch to Advice, who's sitting on a 3-kill streak, sitting inside the hard point, is going to end up controlling it. 192 now to 127 with 3 minutes left on the clock. Let's see if they are in game chat. If they are, we're going to do a listening. Hold on one second, guys. I got to switch this up.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have the hard point.
Actually, the ladies from the Rebels in Pink are in game chat, so let's jump on board with them, Vanity, and see if they can pull themselves away from this, as Vanity, unable to close off that kill on Advice there, but Midgie's going to come around and pick him up.
Point contested.
Rebels, let's go.
Oh, he got me.
No, that was a good play.
He's in there.
This UGG team right now, you know, they had those spawns flipped on them. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. If I was them, I would not try to push around and get that spawn. Just get in there, you know, try to have maybe one person even contest it. You know, just wait for that next one to come up now. They'll already have that back spawn, and they'll be ready for the next 2 hard points, which they should be able to close out on if they get that middle center map control.
You know what? I'm going to admit this right now. I'm actually having a really good time without score streaks. I didn't think I'd say that, but I'm actually really not enjoying having score streaks.
It's just back to competitive play like we saw it before. I mean, it's all about gun skill, and that's that's what really made competitive COD what it was, and a lot of people complained. But you know, there are a couple game types I want to keep score streaks on just because it's more entertaining. But this is true test of which team has better communication, better skill, and can really just hold and play the objective.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to see now 236 to 168. It is going to go in favor of the guys from UGG Passion. As yep, they're going to go ahead and close this one off, 250 to 168. Oh, maybe not, but I really don't think there is enough time left for the Rebels to come back. With that being said, we're going to see Stick on board with that Vice here, stuck in the middle area, is going to spot Vanity Taker out, and the hardpoint is going to switch over, and now it is going to go for a win for UGG Passion over the Rebels and
Good
Pink.
fight. Time to get paid.
Yeah, and that was solid play by the UGG guys. You know, we saw them make a lot of mistakes earlier on that standoff map, and they really came out on this map and just controlled the areas, flipped the spawns when they needed to. You know, that last one there in middle, they flipped the spawn and they didn't mean to, but you know, they were still able to set up correctly on it. And the Rebels team just was not able to get around and get control like they needed to.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So we're going to see now as it is a 3-3 tie in the best of 7 series. So this next map coming up is going to be the decider in this best of 7 show match between the Rebels in Pink and UGG Passion. It looks like we're going to go to standoff and domination, in fact, for the tiebreaker. Maybe the ladies from the Rebels in Pink can stand up to the guys from UGG Passion just completely dominating and controlling the map. And we have seen them play in domination before, and in fact, it was on Slums that they were able to come off with a win. So if they can just use that chemistry that they've had before and maybe band together, they might be able to pull off a win. What do you think?
You know, I think that they can definitely do it. At this point, it's either game. I mean, these are two solid teams playing, and domination is a hard one to play on standoff, especially with that B flag being where it is right next to vehicles. It's very deadly for that beginning spawn, but you know, we'll see who gets that map control and who can set up correctly to cover those areas. It'll be an interesting matchup to see.
All right, so we're going to see it now in this 7th map of the best of 7 series between the Rebels in Pink. On board with Modi from UGG Passion, his teammates, and something is going to end here. So maybe not.
I wonder what it was.
It's a draw. Stand down.
You will never know.
I don't know. One of the Rebels girls actually dropped. So we will.
Looks like Serenity. Oh, nope. She changed teams. So while she's waiting, we will be here just entertaining you guys. How's it going? How are you guys doing?
So for this computer that I'm building for Fear External, or putting back together for him, gotta get a new processor, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the processor he bought, it was actually a newer processor. It's a brand new processor out of the box. The motherboard doesn't want to recognize it.
Oh, man. Crazy.
Yeah.
That be cray.
Yeah, crazy stuff. But, you know, it happens. So we'll see what happens with that, see if I can get that fixed. But it's got a nice new 600-watt power supply in it, and it glows blue. So...
Oh, damn.
It'd be sexy.
All right, guys, we are finally coming into the 7th map. The decider between the ladies from the Rebels in Pink against UGG Passion. In this best of 7 series, we have seen it all. Seen the ladies come back down 5-2 in S&D on Express. We've also seen the guys from UGG completely dominate on a hardpoint map. Then again, we have also seen the ladies completely control a CTF game on Plaza. So we've seen it all. This is the final deciding map here for these two teams to see who's going to take it in the Turbo show match tonight between the Rebels in Pink and UGG Passion.
Yeah, and like I've been saying, this game could go to either one of them. They're both two very solid teams, and I'm actually kind of excited just to kind of sit here and just watch and see who can get that middle control.
Absolutely, we're going to see it now. Junebugs gets taken out by Midgie. They're around the middle house, switching over now to Adrian. Adrenaline, I'm sorry, who nobody still has captured B in this first half of domination on standoff, and now Modi as well as Adrenaline are trying to go for that B cap, but they weren't able to get it. So now I think that is going to be a Junebugs. It is, in fact, on B, but quickly stopped by Jukes. Now Modi's just coming up off the spawn. They are battling hard for this B site here.
Yeah, and you know this is a good fight. You got to get that set up. B flag is probably the hardest one to capture on this map, and there's just really no setup to counter either side for this. It's probably just random grenades and gunfire that's keeping that, as you do see UGG was able to finally secure that B flag for their team.
Absolutely. Modi now is going to come around, but gets quickly stopped by Jukes. Adrenaline's going to take out Jukes in return. Junebugs, though, is going to come around and try and make sure nobody's taking that B, which his team so hardly fought for. Junebugs able to take out Serenity as he was stunned, in fact, and pulling up the scoreboard 6-4 for Jukes. 6-4 for advice from UGG. Junebugs just able to take out Jukes there, though, stopping her run. Spots somebody in the back kitchen. Not going to be able to finish him off. Her off, I'm sorry. Yeah, now jumping on board with Advice, who's back in the spawn of the Rebels, pushing it. Now, I don't agree with that play there by Advice to push the spawn, but the Rebels did happen to rotate back, clear him out, so now they have a good spawn to rotate over and try and capture this B flag.
Honestly, I think it was a smart play because he knew that they would still be spawning in there. And, you know, just give them something to do back there away from that B flag. Keep them away from capping it so his team can get a setup around it. And if he dies, it's okay because he bought enough time for his team to set up to be able to defend that B flag.
Oh, Modi unable to close with that second kill. And again, he does actually on Jukes, getting a two-piece, clearing them off of B, controlling that that flag still. The Rebels, we did hear them go after the C flag, trying to flip the spawn, trying to do something new, which might have worked, but they just don't have control over the map. As we do see them completely spread out, does not seem like they're working. If we look on the screen here, they are not pushing for the same area at all. They just seem to be playing singles here.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. They're not pushing as a team and covering the areas correctly. The UGG guys, you know, if you look at the overview, they have a great setup covering these areas to make sure that this Rebels team does not get anywhere close to that B flag or anywhere able to cap it. Really? And yeah, you know, this is a great job by these guys.
Pretty much what I've noticed is they're controlling the map, pretty much keeping this area over here up to them. They're controlling that area, just allowing the only space for the Rebels is to have this area here. But now that I say that, they are going to be losing that B site as all three of the Rebels that were still alive were able to cap that. 148 here left on the clock, still on board with the guys from UGG. We're going to go into a listen-in for a little while so you can hear the communication. We'll be right back.
Securing B.
Top house, yeah, top house.
Securing Bravo. B locked down.
Broken.
Losing Bravo.
Broken still. Stay left. Coming in. Yep, there you go.
Nice tractor.
There's two. There you go.
Alrighty, guys, 30 seconds left on the clock here. 108 to 73 in favor of UGG Passion over Rebels in Pink. We are going to be switching sides, though, and what did you notice has been a good play or good parts of the way that the UGG Passion team is playing, opposed to maybe the not so up to par way that the Rebels in Pink have been playing?
Honestly, I have to give it to Advice. He pushed around, got into that spawn, got into Rebels spawn, and kept them busy. Let his team set up on that B flag. They were able to secure it, and you know he kept just getting around there. He would get a kill, maybe 2 kills, and he would push over there and you know try to keep them busy. And that was a smart play. I think the Rebels need to maybe on this one. Everyone runs through, but only one person stays on C. Everyone else rushes straight to B, as you do see the UGG guys doing, to try to get some sort of an advantage against this UGG team.
Oh, I am lagging here.
I am lagging as well.
Okay, it's not just me then. Alright, and we did see that the girls from Rebels in Pink were going for that B site quickly. On board with Jukes now, who is sitting at 13-12. It does look like someone got dropped. That would be Vanity. She did have a timeout. 5:30 left on the clock. Now 125 to 84 in favor of the Rebels. Or, I'm sorry, in favor of UGG. As Jukes is going to try and solo cap this B flag. She does get it by herself. Big play, but leaving C completely open. Does spot Modi back there. Is going to take him out. So now they need to get another flag here as I thought I saw 4. I do see 4.
Yeah, it looks like Adrenaline actually swapped teams. And then is now back over on the UGG side. But this is not good for the Rebels team being down.
Absolutely, as we do have a drop player. Jukes, though, is going to try and spot someone running around the B site. That is going to be Junebug. She is going to be able to take him out. Now C flag is still open. The ladies need to go over there and try and grab a hold of that flag. Modi, though, is going to be able to take out Serenity with a headshot. And Jukes, it just seems like she's protecting this B flag here.
Yeah, you gotta protect that flag all the time, and I think that this is a little bit discouraging for them having a teammate gone. There's not really much they can do. Just protect what they have. Maybe try to secure that C flag, or you know. But I don't think that there's much they can do at this point.
All right, we do see that Adrian will not be. Yeah, Adrian will not be playing to keep it fair. 3v3. That is good sportsmanship right there. I love seeing that. Junebug's is going to take out Jukes. Serenity's going to take out Junebugs with a car, though. Midgie, though, is back stunned by the B flag. And right now we're going to see as Midgie is going to get dropped by Modi's grenade. The flag is getting captured by Serenity, taking out Modi there. Junebug is going to take out Serenity in return. Advice is going for that C flag cap as Midgie is going to try and rotate around and finish him off or take him out. And now she is going to try and cap it herself. Does spot Advice right there in the kitchen area. Going to finish him off. And now it is looking like we might have a game here within the next couple of minutes or so.
Yeah, and I don't know if you just noticed, but Vanity has reconnected to the game. So we're going to get back to this 4v4 action here in a bit.
Awesome, awesome. We're going to see some 4v4 action. 3 minutes now left on the clock. 174 to 124 as the Rebels are down in this map. But Midgie's going to try and stop the flag cap on B. Unable to, as she does get stunned. Modi's going to be right there to take out Midgie. Serenity now is just coming up off the spawn, rotating towards the B side. B side of the map, I'm sorry. Fumbling on my words there once again as the Rebels are down 184 to 130. Adrenaline's going to take out Vanity. And now Advice is just going to be sitting on the top of Granny's house. Spot someone on the B flag there, but is not going to be able to take her out. Now 2 minutes left, 190 to 133. Are we going to call it here, Jeremy, or what?
I honestly, no. I'm not going to call it. I think this is gonna play out to the last second, as you do see Rebels taking that B flag, and they got to cover this now. They got to play smart. They are down, but it's definitely possible for them to come back.
All right, 154 left on the clock here. 142 to 196. Listening for a little bit, and we'll be right back.
Probably not. Let us recap.
Yeah, he's got me.
Losing B.
Got me
On B.
Courtyard.
Somebody go to C then, or A, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna flank around then. Watch,
Go.
What's that?
On B. He's by the tractor. Or the, wow. Tank. That's three. They're coming up. Just get them off spawn right there.
We're
They're
losing
gonna
this
be
fight.
there. Oh, no, wait.
They're gonna be spine trackers.
Securing Alpha. Securing Alpha.
You're gonna go
I'm
for
going for
C
triple
and
cap.
second.
Securing
I'm
A.
going for the triple cap shit.
Losing C.
Yeah, we can't. We got
On
we
C,
have
on
the
C.
triple cap.
He's not,
He juked us.
Broken.
All right, guys, we're going to see it now. 30 seconds left on the clock. I was on board with Serenity throughout that whole thing. She was going ham, covering that B flag as well as covering C, and you guys just heard the call-outs. They are pretty precise, and they're not completely down on themselves either. So, you know, these girls are very, very well put together team, and they definitely have some good team chemistry. Just need some fine-tuning in some areas of their play.
Yeah, I think for the Rebels right now, focus on search. Get that game type down. You know, get the setups right, and I think they will have a really solid team. And UGG, you know, some simple mistakes there at the beginning that cost them a little bit, but you know, they came back. They didn't let it get them down. They just came back, played, you know, set up right, rotated correctly, and were able to win this best of 7. It was a great matchup.
Yeah, that's going to be it, guys, as it is a best of 7 going for the guys from UGG for 7-3 in favor of UGG Passion. All right, guys.
Thanks for playing. Thanks for having us.
Hey, they don't even say good game advice or
No, they
support
said-
this kind of stuff. I don't understand.
Oh,
He said good game, I think.
I think he did too, actually.
He was upset.
Oh, well, thanks for playing, guys, and yeah, it was fun to watch.
I hope you have
Hey,
a
yeah,
good show.
Adrian, good
Turbo.
shit. Adrenaline. Sorry.
Turbo, did we get
Adrenaline.
Thanks
good
for having us,
shit.
Turbo.
Yep. All right, I'll holler at you guys later. Thanks.
Alright, Turbo, peace out, Turbo.
All right.
June, who's the first scrim?
All right, guys. Well, that's it. It's going to be it, as I am Turbo here, joined by Jeremy. Be sure to follow him on Twitter at RL_striker. He needs the followers. And he's got some knowledge bombs to drop on all of you still in the chat here.
Oh man, where to even start with this? There's so much coming up. Well, first off, if any of you guys follow the weekly rant, you will know that I'm no longer a part of that. Brian and I were kicked out, pretty much. That's the easiest way to put it. We were kicked out. But you know, I thought about it, and you know, it's okay. I actually I have another show coming up with NCG Pro. I will be hosting the Pro Recap show. Going to be on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on the NCG Pro channel. As per my co-host, I'm not sure who it's going to be. We had some ideas. We had a possibility as to who might fill that position, but that person decided that they're going to step away from the community for a while. So taking some interest in a couple different people right now. Got some great things coming out with that. Chuck over there is planning to have 5, maybe 6 10K LAN tournaments. So,
Awesome. Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
And before anyone asks, yeah, that's a lot of 10K LAN tournaments to do. So the question is, where is he getting the money? Who sponsors him? He's sponsored by GameStop, and I believe Hardee's.
Like the food place?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so down to work for NCG. Pay me in food and MSP, and I'm down.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, GameStop, that is a huge sponsor.
Yeah.
And you know, great work by them. You know, they have all been working really hard. I'm actually really happy to be able to work with them and have that opportunity. You know, I wasn't able to do as much before, but now I'm going to be hosting my own show. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I have a very interesting caster coming on to run a casting segment for us.
That's me!
Hint, hint.
Yeah, so yeah, guys, be sure to follow him. He is going to have a lot of stuff going on. Just be sure to follow him. And, you know, again, for coming on, man, you guys are going to see a lot more of Jeremy on the Turbo Show, as well as a lot more of me on whatever he's going to be calling, whatever he calls his little show matches that he's going to have going on whenever. And also, be sure to follow him so you know when these pro recaps go on, and he's going to be dropping knowledge bombs from the pros themselves. So, once again, thank you for tuning in. And we're going to give a final thought of the night. Sex has no way of dipping into how a person plays in Call of Duty. That's what I think. You guys might think it's different, but I do not believe there's a difference in the way sexes play. They should not be segregated on all girl teams and all boy teams. You're just gamers. You're just players. Play your hearts out, and you know what, get that going, guys. And you're just gamers. That's all all you can really say about that. So, I mean, any final thoughts for you, Jeremy?
Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter if you're a guy, you're a girl. if you put the time, the dedication, the effort into playing a game, regardless of what game it is, you can be a professional at it. I think we saw that tonight with the Rebels. They played hard. They played up to par with our standards of what a competitive player is. So you know, don't ever be discouraged if anyone ever tells you that you're not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Prove them wrong. Show them that you're better.
Awesome, awesome. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to follow the stream. Follow me on Twitter at The Turbo Show. And be sure to follow Jeremy as well at RL_Striker. If we haven't said it enough, I'm going to say it again. So, all right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Turbo signing off here. GLHF. And don't forget the GGs.
Ease. Oh, man. It's always fun.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, here's the best part. The casting segment.